Welcome to this interview about Studsvik's Q4 and full year report for 2025 with CEO and President of Studsvik, Karl Thedéen. Karl, tell us about some of the highlights from the report.
Well, it's a combined report. It's both the Q4 and the full year. I would say that I'm very, very happy to announce strong profits for the year, a significant increase, more than double compared to 2024. We have also had special targets to improve our cash flow. Personally, I think cash flow is a very important measure for any company. And also there we have done significant improvements, specifically in Q4, but also for the full year. I'm also happy that we can today, when we release the report, also release a very important press release of a very, very big contract we have taken with the Korean fuel vendor KNF for testing something called ramp testing to make sure how the fuel works in an environment where you need to take power up and down more frequently than you have done in the past for nuclear power stations.
Okay, but what about the growth then?
Well, good question. So for the full year, if you take away the currency effects, we are basically flat. And I'm not really happy with that. We are in a market that is growing. And we have three business areas. It's fair to say that one of them, FMWT, is doing one of the best years ever. But we have had the problems or not such a good growth or actually decline in Germany for the decommissioning business. We are taking measures to improve that, and I hope and believe that 2026 looks much more positive. For Scandpower, our software business, we had a very strong 2024. It's a very seasonal business, and in that business we were a bit unfortunate in Q4. But here we are also taking measures specifically around new product development so we can tap into more growth going into next year.
So, the market is really an interesting market. Can you elaborate a little bit about the market development?
If we go out really on the global scale, there's been an announcement that the nuclear power should triple until the year of 2045. So obviously big work on nuclear power, both new build but also lifetime extensions and power upgrades. So in general, that's a very, very positive sign for the market. If we then go down more into the local market, we have seen during the year announcements from the US government, specifically around facilitating and easing their licensing for new designs and new power plants. In the UK, there has been a big state funding for deploying the first Rolls-Royce SMRs in the country, but also follow with other SMRs deployments. And on our home market here in Sweden, we also have seen announcements from Vattenfall to deploy SMR technology at the Ringhals site. So obviously we are in a market which is both promises on the long term, but we also see signs here and there. And specifically, I would like to point out investments in what is called long-term operation. Of course, the whole scheme here is very much to extend the life of existing plants. And that will demand a lot of investments, a lot of testing, a lot of new software, a lot of things that we are already involved in. So the market is really very interesting at this time.
Tell us some more about new contracts and about your customer dialogues recently.
Well, I want to tie that to some of the market developments. And one market development is obviously the emergence of new reactor types under the name of SMR, small modular reactors. And here we have in the quarter announced a contract with RoPower, which is a Romanian utility that will deploy SMR technology, and they have selected our software to make sure that they can license and safely start that project. So that's one. We also have signed contracts during the year for more of where they use our software, the reactor vendors, for doing the analysis and performing license activities to the regulator. So SMR is a very important market. Then we go for lifetime extension or long-term operation. And I think once again, the release we have in the quarter for Korea, KNF, is one good example where big investment goes in to secure new fuel types. We also have a lot of material testing to make sure that these plants can stay on and give power for many, many years to come. And finally, we have some innovation in the company. We have inDRUM, which is our interesting waste reduction technology, and that has received more than 50 customer visits throughout 2025. And we also in this quarter had a continuation of a project that we have in Korea. So see also big opportunities there. And we also acquired a company called Blackstar Tech that is doing power system, battery systems, emergency lighting, and also software to go with that. And here we are in the startup phase to create volumes, but we have taken some very interesting contracts throughout the year to build a good foundation for 2026.
So Karl, any final remarks you would like to add?
Well, 2025 has been a fantastic year. It's a year of starting the transformation of this company. And as some part of that, we have 2 new investors with a strong growth agenda, Armada Invest from Switzerland and Segra Capital from the US. We have a partly new management team on board. And a lot of these things is, and also setting the company up for much more customer orientation, customer focus. And this is really to take the advantage of the new emerging opportunities that we'll see already in 25, but we'll see going forward in 26 and 27. So that's one part. I also would like to send a warm thank you to all employees at Studsvik. We have more than 500 employees throughout the world, and they have done a fantastic job to continue to serve our customers, to keep them happy, and also that is important, obviously, to fuel the growth going forward. And finally, the market is changing. It's changing rapidly, and I think we have a unique position with our existing business, our existing services, and the new setup to take big advantage of that market going into 26.
Thank you so much, Karl, and thank you all for listening.